In Vegas, they still only need one name to fill the house. Sammy. With this name comes more than 5 decades of triumph center stage. At first sight, you're amazed that this almost unassuming man casually walking backstage has such power. Well, he does.
Good evening.
He's Sammy Davis Jr. In 1933, at age 5, he stole America's heart in Rufus Jones for President. Then, in the 1940s and 50s, when he seemed possessed with a supernatural talent, Sammy Davis Jr. was unstoppable.
Now, from a whippoorwill, high on a hill, they took a new love.
It has been a rough and often painful road to the top. A road filled with controversy, 2 failed marriages, a tragic car accident that left him blind in one eye. But after all the fame and adulation, his biggest fan remains his wife of 16 years, Altavis, who can always be found backstage giving him last-minute encouragement. After 57 years of performances, Sammy Davis Jr. still sets the standard by which greats are measured, and center stage is still his domain.
Free and easy, that's my style. Howdy do me, then just watch me smile. You can fare thee well me after a while, 'cause I've got a roam, and any place I hang my hat is home.
16 years married to the same man. 2 people in show business. Difficult. Why do you think your marriage has survived?
Because this is going to be my first and last one. That's why. I do not ever intend to get married again. I should never say never, but I don't see it. I mean, for me. And I think it survived because we're able to talk about our feelings, what we feel. Now we could talk about what we don't like about each other, or what bothers us, or annoys us, or things like that, you know, and we're able to share more, where I think in the beginning we didn't talk to each other. We talked about each other to someone else. And now we can talk to each other on a one-to-one.
Altavis is probably one of the nicest people to have put up with me and to have gone through all of the changes. She went from peaks, valleys. She went through all of those periods that I'm talking about, and was there to be my stalwart when I couldn't talk, long before I could verbalize the talk. It took me years to learn how to talk to a woman.
From speaking with him, I get the feeling that it's you who really made the incredible sacrifices to keep the relationship together.
He gives me a lot of credit for that. I think probably maybe in the beginning I did, because never having been married before, and number one, I was afraid to marry an entertainer. I mean, he'll be out on the road and heaven only knows what'll happen, you know. And I was really kind of afraid of it. My father really didn't want me to marry him at all. Because he said, show business. Oh, God, don't. Because my father wanted me to be a nurse.
How did you 2 first meet?
I was doing a show down the street from him. I was doing a show called High Spirit, Bright Spirit, with Tammy Grimes and B. Lilly. And he was doing Golden Boy. And they always wanted me to leave my show and go to be in his show. And I said, no, he's got too many girls, he's got too much this, I don't want to go to that show ever. I said, I'm going to marry a nice doctor, and I'm going to live in a little picket fence, it'll be very nice, it'll be just wonderful. So after about 2 years on Broadway, they were auditioning to go to do Golden Boy in London. So I auditioned, I got the part to play his sister. In the play, I always looked kind of dowdy, you know, wasn't hot and sexy. So suddenly all of that started changing, and I found him fascinating because knowing that he had never gone to school and all his knowledgeability that he had, and I always like to learn from somebody else. So we would just sit up and talk at night
our finest moments are when we are alone and we can just rap with each other. Sometimes just be around each other without rapping, just be in each other's company. And she's an individual that walks very tall. If I have any dignity, which a lot of people say that I now have, she is responsible for giving me the feeling that I could walk in dignity with her. And now I feel I can walk in dignity when I'm on my own, because I remember that connecting rod that I have in the bathroom. She's dynamite. And sexy, too.
Nobody loves you. Thank you. You're nobody till somebody cares.
I really love him with all my heart. He's the only thing I have, only thing I got, and I would like to spend the rest of my life with him. It's like my mother said, one day your prince will come along, and he did.
She's the best thing singularly that ever happened to me in my life. I respect her, I honor her, I love her, but most important, damn do I like her. She's great fun to be around.
If not, I will die. My hand is shaking. Don't let my heart keep breaking, 'cause I need your love. I want your love. Say you're in love with this guy. If not, I will die.